Hello guys, and welcome to see you at our 7th webinar. And now please let's check a little bit who is present today. So please write in the chat how are you, and we are going to start our webinar. So how was your Thursday? So I can't see anybody in the chat. Guys, don't forget that we have our webinars at 6 o'clock. So try not to be late. All right, then we are going to start. And as you remember, we are going to talk about adjectives, and especially about adjectives that describe our appearance and character. So, I'm fine too, thank you very much for asking. And right now, I would like us to have with you a small task. And here you can see a girl. Now, I want you to describe this girl with only one word. So any word that you have in your head, just how you can describe this girl. Hello, Julia. Nice to see you. Hello, Angelina. Okay, she is messy, she's relaxed. Okay. Attractive. All right. Okay. Now let's quickly check what words I have prepared. And here we can see energetic, positive, cute, sweet, beautiful, kind. So I also liked your variants. So attractive, messy, cheerful, pretty. Okay, but most of you said that she's messy, and I think it's because of her hair, right? And now we're going to start talking about adjectives, and let's quickly check how we made these adjectives. So here we have got the word, for example, beauty. And if we want to make an adjective, we can say beautiful. So we need to put suffix full. Then, for example, if we have the word energy, that was a noun. Yes, Julia. Then we can have with you the suffix ik, energetic. And right now, we are going to talk more about suffixes and prefixes. But before, let's talk what the adjective is. So, as you remember, adverb was a word that describes a verb. But adjective, it is a word that describes a noun. For example, I have got a golden ring, or I have got brown eyes, I have got a red sweater. So all these words that are related to the nouns are called adjectives. Yeah, beauty and full is right. Yeah, that is correct. So now let's quickly check with you what suffixes we have and what prefixes we have for creating or for formation of the adjectives. We have able, comfortable, able, incredible, ill, industrial, professional, equal, musical, and important, in, fascinating, ish, radish, full, helpful or beautiful, as we said. Less, priceless. And if we are talking about prefixes, here we have them like this. Impolite, irresponsible, illogical, inactive, unfair, dishonest, hyperactive, and international. So now I can see a question. I have a golden ring. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, let's talk more about prefixes as you ask. So the main points that we are having with prefixes, for example, if we have some words that start with P, we will use prefix im. If we have the words that start with r or r, we will use prefix ir. If we have l, we will use il. If we are talking about in or on, you just need to learn these words and learn these collocations, like to make them correct. Тож, у нас є от для правил ім, ір, іл, у нас є правила, тобто ми вживаємо, коли у нас є буква R на початку, буква L на початку і буква П. Але з ін і ан вже треба вивчати, тобто або як інтуїція вам підказує, можете вживати ці слова. Але краще їх завчити. So, for example, if we have the word let it be correct, what prefix will we put? How do you feel? Incorrect? Any other ideas? So, what rule did you use for this word? Intuition. Yeah, so in most of the cases you can use your intuition, but try to also remember some words if you have them in the text or in some tasks, so just remember. And right now we are going to work more with the adjectives, and let's have with you a small practice. There you have got the words that you need to make, with the help of which you need to make adjectives. So let's start with the first one. And here we have, this is a story of 3 mystery documents and the box of buried treasure. Як ми зможемо створити тут прикметник? За допомогою якого суфіксу? Ангеліна, Джулія. We will have our webinar only for an hour, and you will have new knowledge. So I think everything will be okay, and your headache will disappear in a moment. So, mysterious. Yeah, that is correct. Then let's move on to the next. He got it by risking his life on a dangerous adventure in New Mexico, and he buried it somewhere near the snow mountains of Virginia. Okay. I can see Darina's answer, it's dangerous. Julia also thinks so. Okay, I don't know the name of Stardust, so if you can write your name. Okay, so yeah, it is dangerous and it is snowy. Good. Then let's move on. And here we have word friend. Let's make adjective. Angelina made all the task. Well done. Okay, we have friendly. Okay, yeah, that is correct. It is friendly. Next, rely. Okay, Darina says reliable, Angelina reliable. Okay, also you can check yourself with the word like can, rely on, and so we are able to rely. So this person is надійний, right? Ми можемо на нього покластися, right? Next, important наше document. Darina national, Angelina national. Okay, good. Well, oh, I'm sorry, I spoiled the word for you. So now let's check what about this one. Very. Okay, Julia, thank you. Good. It is suspicious, right? Okay, and next, full. I can see one answer from Angelina, but what about the others? Thank you for question. So here, let's translate what is foolish. What is your idea? So fool, it's дурень. So people, люди, які дурні. Витрачати свій час, right? Okay, good. And the last, thousands of code breakers and treasure hunters are still hope. What do you think? Okay. So here we have hopeful, but of course we can use hopeless, but in the context of this sentence, we need to have this hope. We need to be full of hope, because тисячі, як би сказати, зломщиків кодів та шукачів скарбів досі мають надію, що вони знайдуть цей скарб. Тому у нас тут hopeful, а не hopeless. У них все ще вона є, тому ми кажемо full. For example, and also you can check this with, for example, the word tasteful or tasteless. Якщо у нас tasteful, це значить, що він смачний, він збагачений смаком. Tasteless – це значить, він ніякий, він без смаку. So, less ми вживаємо, коли чогось не вистачає, full, коли чогось багато. So, right now, we are going to move on. And there you've got 6 more sentences. How can you remember it? If you are talking about these suffixes, full, less, and able, у нас всього лише 3 таких суфікси, які мають прям дуже багато значення. Full. У нас є слово full, просто повний. Less. У нас це слово little, less, менше. Ви можете запам'ятати. And able. Able – це бути спроможним. Тому, якщо ми, наприклад, є слово sociable, це людина, яка вміє соціалізуватися, наприклад, вміє розмовляти. Тому sociable. Це лише 3 правила, які ви маєте запам'ятати. Tricky number 1. Okay. Pay attention that we need to make adjectives. So, the first one. The criminal chose the most way to travel. What is it? Okay. So it is economical, right? Економічний. Good. Економний. А економічний якраз буде економіка. Тобто, якщо ми говоримо про економічний, от, наприклад, закон, саме про економіку, про частину якоїсь структури, ми кажемо economic. Якщо ми говоримо про те, що щось коштує дешево, це economical. Number 2 is tasteless, as I can see in your answers, and that is correct. What about number 3? Here you've got kind of like a shade of brown. What word can we use here? Thank you. I can see new people like Nastya, Katya. I haven't seen you, so it's nice to see you today. So, Angelina, thank you. All right. So here we have brownish. It's like коричневатий. If we have this suffix ish, it means like it's a bit of this word. For example, brownish – такий легенький коричневий відтінок. Він не повністю коричневий, але він віддає коричневим. All right. And number 4, it was, I think you know this word. I can see Anika said unlucky. Let's check the context. James wasn't carrying anything valuable. Він нічого не ніс цінного. So is it lucky or unlucky? А просто коричневі будуть brown. So, if we are talking about number 4. It was lucky. Це було удачно, що він не ніс нічого цінного, коли його обікрали. А якби ви сказали unlucky, це було невдачею, що він нічого не ніс. Можливо, це невдача для того, хто його обікрав, але ми говоримо тут про lucky. Okay, good. And Karina said, luckily, don't forget, li means adverb. У нас закінчення li, це говорить про те, що у нас є прислівник, те, що описує нашу дію. Okay, number 5. The police are pleased when burglars are... Here we have fool or careless. What do you think? Поліція дуже задоволена, коли грабіжники якісь і залишають за собою сліди. То вони уважні чи неуважні? Careful or careless? Yes, they are careless. Good. Thank you. And the last, they enjoyed atmosphere at the picnic. What kind of atmosphere was it? Okay, it was peaceful. And also pay attention that we don't need double L in the end. Peaceful, beautiful, all the words with suffix full don't need the word double L in the end, because I can see some mistakes in the chat. All right. Are there any questions for now about these suffixes? Let's repeat one more time. We have suffixes that can give us some meaning, such as full, less, and able, and sometimes ish. Less means that we don't have this trait of, character, this type of adjective. Full means that we have this characteristic. Able, it means that we can do something, or this person can do something. And ish, it means that we have kind of like a shade of something, or we have a little bit of this characteristic that we are talking about. So now let's move on to the negative adjectives, and here you need to turn on your intuition, as you said, and work with our prefixes in, an, this, il, ear, and im. So, what about the first one? How can we make satisfied but with negative meaning? All right. Girls are very quick and we have unsatisfied. And I could see that somebody is lazy to write. Annika, it was. You can just give me the prefix if you don't want to write. So just don't write the sentence, the word, write just the prefix. Okay, here we can see that it is dissatisfied. Maybe the word you can just remember that the word that starts with us usually comes with this. But it's not like for all of the cases. But sometimes it can work. Okay, what about number 2? Untidy. Okay. Yeah, it is untidy. Angelina, I wouldn't say it's like not correct. I would say it's not natural to sound like that. So, correct. We already discussed it, so you know the answer. Okay, good. Yeah, it's incorrect, so you know about it. What about legible? Okay, we have the word start with L, that's why it's illegible. Number 5, visible. Okay, it was invisible. You are correct. Number 6. I can see unkind. Unkind. So, what do we have? Okay, yeah, it is unkind. So, as we can see, 5 words you said correctly. So, number 7. Believable. I think you know this word. Yes, Julia, it's unbelievable. And it's unbelievable when you prepare for NMT with iLearn. So please don't forget that we have our tests and all the tasks on the platform to have unbelievable results at NMT. And the last, polite. I just wanted to say the correct answer. Impolite. Any other ideas? Impolite. So the word starts with P and it is impolite. That is correct. Good, thank you. And now I think it's time for us to talk about the main topic of our lesson. As I can't see you, you can see me. If it will be mistake if I say unhappy, or it's not correct to say unhappy. No, it's unhappy. So, yeah. You can see me again. So now I would like you to read a short description of myself and tell me the first part is about how I look like about my appearance or about my character. So I'm fit, I have got straight hair, I haven't got freckles. Am I talking about my appearance or about my character? But if I'm talking about being honest, being responsible, and being impulsive, am I talking about character or appearance? I am not fitness. Yeah, and we are talking about character, describing honesty, responsibility, and being impulsive. So when we are talking about our traits that you can see and people can see, we are talking about appearance. But if we describe our inner self and how we react to some situations, how we do in some situation, what we do, we are talking about character. And I would like us to start with character traits. I have checked the list of the words that you need for NMT, and I decided to choose 10 words that are needed for you to just repeat before an empty. So we are going to start with confident, generous, reliable, intelligent, it's kind of tricky one, strict, stingy, rude, cruel, jealous, and stubborn. So as you can see here, we will have 5 positive, and here we have 5 negative character traits. Now, let's kind of like make a screenshot of this page, as we're going to work with these words right now. And the first thing that we are going to do is check how you understood the meaning of the word. So, here you can see the words that we are going to work today, and you have got the definitions of them. And right now, let's match the words with definitions. So what do we call a person who likes to give and share? All right, it is the person who is generous. And you are correct, Julia, thank you. Let's talk about number 2. What kind of person is the person who doesn't like to share or spend money? Okay, absolutely, it's stingy. Good. Number 3, sure of yourself. The person who is sure of their power, of their knowledge, and etc. Okay, this person is confident. That is correct. Then, number 4, wants what others have. Number 4. For example, when we have a person, when we have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and some other person wants to have this relationship instead of you. Yup, it's jealous. Good. Next, tell me please, what do we call a person who enjoys hurting others or bullying others? Okay, that is correct. Thank you. It is cruel. So the person who enjoys hurting others is a cruel person. Next, let's talk about the word that a person can be trusted. If the person can be trusted, we can call him or her okay, reliable, that is correct. Then smart and quick to learn. So we have already these words. Smart and quick to learn is intelligent. How can you remember this word? So we can understand that intelligent is very similar to the word intelligent, right? So usually інтелігенти – це люди, які розумні. Тому ви можете запам'ятати, що intelligent в англійській мові – це розумний. And question we have, can be trusted – це той, кому можна довіряти. Trust – це довіра, довіряти, тому той, кому можна довіряти. Next, not polite. Yep, it is rude. And here you can also see the word that may be needed for NMT. It's polite. So we have rude like грубий, polite it's вічливий. Good. Doesn't want to change their mind. The person who usually says like, I will do like that, don't tell me anything, I know better. Yes, Julia, that is correct. It's stubborn as a donkey. Good. And the last, it is follows rules very seriously, or we usually call teachers like that when they don't like us speaking at the classes and etc. Yes, this is strict. Good, thank you. And now we remember all the words that you have, and let's fill in the gaps with 6 of these words in this task. So let's start with the first one and check what it is. Thank you, Karina, for the answer. Okay, Katya, thank you for correcting yourself. That is nice so that you can see your mistake. Okay, Julia, Anika, Katya, good. So, here is generous. So, he is very generous and always donates to charity. Він дуже щедрий. Right. Okay, number 2. My best friend is... I can always count on her. Count on her, it's розраховувати на неї. Yes, Angelina, it's true. We have got a comment on you. So, number 2, it's reliable. Great, thank you. Вона надійна. Nice. Number 3, he is very and solves problems quickly. What can it be? Intelligent. Okay, yeah. Він дуже розумний. Good. Number 4. Our teacher is and doesn't allow talking in class. I really like that you appreciate each other in the comments. So it will be like your motivation to learn more and to know more. So number 4, it's strict. Yeah, as I said about teachers. Number 5, he is so that he never leaves a tip at restaurants. Thank you, Julia. Katya, okay, good. Yeah, this is stingy. You are correct. Він дуже жадібний і тому не залишає чайових в ресторанах. That is correct. And the last, it was of him to interrupt while I was speaking. And also you can see how we use rude in the context of like було грубо з його боку, yes? It was rude of him. Можете запам'ятати, який preposition, прийменник ми вживаємо після rude. Okay. So now we are going to start talking about appearance, but before, can you write me in the comments one positive character trait that you have and one negative character trait that you have? So all of us have negative traits. It's okay if you share them with us. Okay, sometimes lazy and reliable. Positive but shy. With the help of chat, you can find new words that you don't know. I will tell you about this word. Now we are working on your character traits. So I'm waiting for 2 more answers. So any other answers? Okay, good. Then now we are going to move on to the topic of appearance. And you can see a very nice picture where we have kind of like all the words that you need. And we're having like words about height, about weight, age, face, hair, and eyes. And also I chose some of the words that can be in the text or at NMT, so for you to know what they mean. And if we and answering the question that you have, spiky, let's take a look at this hair. So this hair is kind of like колюче. It's like волосся, яке стирчить, I would say. So here you can also see the types of hair. So we have got curly, wavy, straight. Then we have round, long, oval face, mustache, beard, and I think all the other words are kind of known for you. And if we are talking about new words, here you have freckles, that means веснянки, attractive, симпатичний, old-fashioned, старомодний, thick, густий. If we're talking about, for example, hair, we can have thin hair, не густе, or thick, густе. Cheeks, it's shocky, and ugly, it's негарний. And to start talking about appearance, I'd like us to check what you can see in these pictures. So, tell me please, what kind of hair is it? Good. So, remember, what is the difference between curly hair and wavy? Curly, it's when we have this like natural curl, like кудряшки, right? And wavy, it comes from the word wave, хвиля. So, it's like хвилясте волосся, а то кудряве волосся. So please check this difference. Yeah, but that word was curly, and you are correct. What about number 2? What does this man have on his face? All right, it's mustache. And please check how we write this word. M-O-U, then we have S-T-A-C-H-E. So please don't make mistake in this word. Okay, here we can see a man with facial hair. It's okay, Katya. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, it's thick. That is right. It's a thick beard. Good. Now let's talk about the color of the hair that the girl has. Yeah, it is a wavy hair, but now I'm asking about the color of it. It is blonde, or we have one more synonym. It starts with F. Do you remember? Yep, it is fair hair. Good. Thank you very much. And next, please. What kind of person is he? Yeah, pay attention that here we have the word fat, but it's rude to say to people that they are fat, so you need to use some other words such as plump, пухкенький, yeah, or you can have, yeah, you have overweight, it's when we have надлишкова вага, and we have also chubby. It is also possible to say about this person. Good. And let's take a look at the next one. The person who does sports is usually yeah, it can be thin, it's also correct. It can be slim, but when we are talking about the kind of like sport, it is fit. The person who does sport is fit. Підтянутий, right? Okay, now let's check one more picture. What part of face is it? Thank you, Angelina. Okay, we have different spelling of this word, so let's check. It's cheeks, CHEEKS. And the last word that we have, it is the absence of hair. Okay, yeah, it is bald. Absolutely right. So now I want us to sum up all the body, like not the body, the face parts, and here we have got with you a task. What part of face is it? So I will quickly check what you remember about parts of the faces. So it is nose, it is lips, it eyes, it is a forehead, cheeks, skin, and just like face. So I think you know different parts of speech, different parts of face. So I think it won't be a problem for you. So let's talk about the first one. And here we have with you thin and full. What part of face can be thin and full? Angelina, are you sitting a song head and shoulders, knees and toes? Yep, so the first is lips, and you are correct. Good. Then, when we are talking about straight, curly, and wavy, what part of face or of head is it? Okay. Julia, thank you. Yeah, that was hair. Good. Straight, wide, large, and small. Number 3. That is nose, correct. Large and small. Only 2 words. Mouth. Okay, can be mouse, but I didn't put this word. Eyes. Okay. All right, yeah, that is eyes. So we can have large eyes and we can have small eyes. Also, we can have narrow eyes. It's like вузькі. Okay, next, number 5. Long, round, square, small, or oval. Okay, that was easy. It is face. You are correct. Okay, if we are talking about number 6, here we have fair or dark. Shape of face. Okay. And do you remember what is square? Yeah, so it's квадратне обличчя, yeah. So, number 6, fair and dark. What can be dark and fair? We already used the word hair, so it can't be it. Okay. Leather, it's not шкіра, it's like на обличчі. Leather, it's like шкіра, з якої ми виготовляємо, наприклад, сумки, взуття. That is leather. And if we're talking about our, like the surface of our face, it is skin. Good. And the last, broad and narrow. What can be broad and narrow? Eyebrows can be. But we usually say like wide eyebrows, but possible. I said about this part of face. What is it? Yep, it's forehead. Good. Thank you. No, it's not elbow. It's forehead. Good. And the last task that we are going to have today, it is like summing up of all the adjectives that we have. And your task will be to match the girls with their description. We have 3 nice girls, so I want you to read about them and match all the girls with the descriptions. And let's start with the first one, and here we have, my name is Amy. I have got an oval face, a small nose, and my eyes are brown. I have got curly dark hair. It's not very long. So, number 1, 2, or 3? Okay, thank you, Kasia, for the answer. First is the last picture. Okay. So let's check what we have. And it was number 2. The girl number 2 is Amy. Let's check number 2. My name is Pamela. I have got straight dark hair and a long face. My nose is small. I have got small green eyes. Okay, thank you, Angelina. Thank you, Katya. And that is true. So Pamela is number 1. And you know that Emily is number 3. And just now, looking at these girls, can you describe their personality, their character traits? Just give me like 1 word for each of the girls. And Helena, it's okay. So here you can see that firstly you need to read till the end before you make a decision. Amy is strict. Okay. Confident, kind, and positive. And what about Emily? What would you say about Emily? Pamela is shy. Okay, thank you for your answers, but I didn't have the answer for Emily, but okay. So, our webinar is coming till the end, so thank you very much for being present today. And for you to join us the next Thursday, I would like you to say that the most troubles are with collocations in English, because there are hundreds of collocations in English language. So I am sure that we can't remember everything, but at the next webinar we will discuss with you some of them and repeat. So please join us the next time, and I will be happy to see you again. So bye bye, have a good evening.